We're all aware of the economic challenges we face today. Certainly it's a tough time for everyone, and in the housing market that's no different. There are a lot of challenges homeowners are facing, potential buyers are facing in terms of trying to find, locate a new home, and then secure purchasing for that home. Well, luckily we have a resource here in the Gainesville-Hall County area to help those folks. And today we're going to visit with Jane Owens, Financial Counselor with Home Development Resources. Jane, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Great. Glad you could be here with us today.
Thank you.
If you will, tell us a little bit about Home Development Resources, sort of a little background and history as to what you all do and how you got started.
Okay. Well, our organization started in 1996. And at that time, we were between the city and the Hall County merged together and with just a community of banks helping. And in 2000, we separated, and so we could serve more of the county versus just the city. Mm-hmm. So now we have funding that's available for first-time home buyers for down payment assistance. We also do a little bit of neighborhood revitalization. Right now our grants are specific to Cooley Drive and Black Drive. We also have grants that are available to housing in the city limits of Flary Branch and the city limits of Oakwood. We also do counseling for people that are looking to buy a home. We do pre-purchase counseling. Mm-hmm. We do home buyer education classes. So we try to prepare them so they know what they're getting into before they get stuck with some of these mortgages that a lot of people have been caught up in today.
Sure.
We also do counseling for default. If someone is past due, then they can come to us and we can act as a mediator between them and their lender and try to resolve that.
Okay. How's the program managed? Do y'all have a whole team of people doing this? Is it just you? How's
well, there's 5 of us.
Okay.
Our executive director, and then we have 2 counselors, and then we have a secretary staff person, and we also have another person that handles down payment assistance program.
Okay, well, very good. Well, specifically your role or your title is financial counselor. So when someone contacts you, when you have a client contact you, what steps do you take to help them get where they need to be?
Well, if it's looking to buy a home, we want to talk to them and see if they're ready to buy. So we bring them in, let them come to our office, and if we need to pull their credit, do a little credit counseling for them to get them prepared for that step. Mm-hmm. If they're already to that point, some of them have already found a lender. We hope that they'll come to us first so we can kind of guide them on what to look for and what to expect. And then we set them up for our class. We have an 8-hour class. Okay. And that usually is, we have 1 class a month for English-speaking people and 1 a month for Spanish-speaking people. Mm-hmm. So at that seminar, they're really taught a lot about credit counseling, mortgages. We get a realtor, usually a home inspector, someone from insurance. And we teach them all the aspects of what to do when they're buying a home. Okay. Try to prepare them.
So y'all aren't actually a lender. You're assisting these folks to make smart decisions when it comes to buying a home or resolving a problem they may have.
Right. We're not a lender, and we don't help them find the home. We try to help them be prepared to look for the home. And then if they're qualified and they're purchasing in Hall County, then they may be eligible to receive some of our down payment assistance money. Okay.
Now that down payment assistance money, is that a state program or is that a federal grant, or how does that work?
Our funding comes through Department of Community Affairs, through grants. And it's based off of the family income and the number of people in the family. It's low to moderate income for first-time home buyers. Okay. That first-time home buyer could also be someone that hasn't owned a home in 3 years, or it could be a displaced spouse, such as through death or divorce.
Okay, gotcha. Are there any new developments? What's on the horizon in terms of what y'all are offering? Are you seeing any? You seeing more money available? Is it harder to get funds for these folks?
Well, for the down payment assistance, right now we're able to service about 60 clients a year.
Okay.
So we're kind of meeting the need. Now's a great time to buy a house, and if more people could actually be qualified for this because they'd be eligible to buy more house with what's out there available right now. And we want to try to do what we can to stop all this foreclosure from going on also. And a lot of people can buy those homes that are already foreclosed on that may have been out of their reach otherwise.
Okay, gotcha. Well, when someone, how do people find out about Home Development Resources, I guess is the question. When someone ends up coming to you, how did they get there? Do y'all work with realtors? Do they funnel people? A lot of our
referrals come through the realtor that knows about our programs. A lot of the lenders know about us, and then we're hoping things like today's spot will help us out with advertising. And a lot of it's word of mouth. I go to different organizations to speak about our programs. We're trying to get into some businesses and stuff to help educate the first-time home buyer, make them aware of the programs.
Well, just looking big picture at the housing market and what we're seeing, we all know how tough things are. Is Gainesville-Hall County, the Northeast Georgia area, are we following that national trend, or are things a little better here? What do you see day to day?
Well, from the from about March of last year, it's really been increasing. We started out just looking at the paper, the number that houses were being foreclosed on was like in the 40s. Now it's around 200. But all of those do not actually go into foreclosure. And we also service Northeast Georgia, so it's not just isolated to that. But if the people will contact us as soon as they're having a problem, then we can act as a mediator between them and their lender and hopefully get some kind of either repayment plan or modification so they can afford to keep their home. And so to help prevent the foreclosure. We are seeing that rising a lot in our area just because of all the job loss.
Sure.
That's the main problem right now.
Okay. So day to day, you said you can service 60 clients per year. How many folks do you visit with throughout the year? Could you give me an idea? I'm just wondering get an idea on how many people are applying. Is it easy, to get the assistance?
Okay. The 60 clients that we service a year for down payment assistance is separate from their other things. And so usually we have anywhere from 12 to 24 people applying each month for the classes. Now they may not be ready to buy right then, and not all of them will actually be eligible to receive the money. But a lot of the lenders are now requiring that they attend a homebuyer education class because last year, from all the foreclosures that we had, only 2 of the people that had attended our class were actually in foreclosure.
Okay. Well, is there any cost to attend the classes for folks?
No, our services are free. We don't charge for any of our services. They're going to get a certificate after the class so they can take to their lender if their lender requires it, whether they get down payment assistance money or not. There is no charge for any of our services. So if we need to pull a credit report for someone, ours is considered a soft hit, so we don't charge for that service.
Oh, okay.
So it enables them to come in and look at their credit before they really have to start buying the house, because if you have a good credit score, you're going to get a lower interest rate.
Sure.
And more likely to be able to afford a home.
Well, I'm guessing that if people come to you, y'all probably tell a lot of folks, you're not ready yet, and then you can help them get ready.
We do that.
Okay.
We help them to write letters to the creditors. We help set them up on a budget so that they're ready to, kind of stay focused on what they need to be saving for, so they can have some money to go, extra money to pay down on their home.
With the current financial situation, we're all watching the news, we're seeing all the doom and gloom out there. Is it hard for folks to get a mortgage right now? How difficult is it? And I'm assuming y'all can help folks with that, but what are you seeing and hearing from lenders?
It is a little harder right now, but with our down payment assistance money, more buyers are qualified because a lot of times they're able to pay their bills and they have the money, but they just don't have the money to save up for that down payment. So that's a big plus for a lot of the lenders to look at, that they do have the funding for that.
Well, very good. Well, if folks want to find out more about home development resources and what y'all do, can you give us some information on how they can contact you?
Yes, they can call our phone number, 770-297-1800, or our website, which is homedevelopmentresources.org.
Well, very good. Well, Jane, thanks so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to come out.
Thanks for being with us today on Hall County Connection. We really appreciate you watching and hope that you've learned a lot today. We also want to thank Jane Owens with Home Resource Development and Cynthia Taylor with the Launchie Nature Science Center. If you want more information on their programs, I'd encourage you to visit their websites. These 2 folks are doing great things in our community, and we really appreciate all that they're doing. Also, if you'd like more information on Hall County Connection or anything going on in Hall County government, we'd encourage you to check out our website. It's www.hallcounty.org. You can get more information on all the goings on in the county, as well as what's happening on TV 18, our showtimes, and other information. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Billy Skaggs, and we hope you'll tune in next time to Hall County Connection.
You're watching TV 18, the government channel for Gainesville and Hall County.